Hello, Bashar.
And you good day.
Thank you for sharing your wisdom with us this time.
Again, it is our pleasure and our passion.
Thanks you again.
Speak up so that all may hear you.
Number 17. It happens to be through my entire life. There is some kind of connection with this number from the very childhood throughout entire life. You can call it like a lucky number.
Synchronicity, a road marker. The idea is that many people will use numbers in their lives as road markers to allow them to know that when that happens, when they come upon that number, when it presents itself to them, they are in the proper state they need to be in. They are on the right path. They're aligned with their path at that moment. So you use them kind of like signposts.
So every time when I see this number pops up, it means I'm in the right direction? That's what you say?
Yes. It means you're in the correct state. Yes. It's like a compass needle pointing to your magnetic north.
Got it. Thank you.
Yes. Anything else?
Yes. Do you want to elaborate or share the tool, how to distinguish the thought generated by your physical mind, your higher self, or some other source, outside source?
Well, as I said, the idea of communication from the higher mind comes in the form of energy and frequency, and usually is interpreted in the body as the sensation you call passion, love, creativity, and excitement. That's how you know it's coming from the higher mind. That's its language. What you call physical thoughts, emotions, behaviors are all generated by the physical mind from what the physical mind believes is true. So you have to look to the belief system or the definition that you're buying into as true to understand why you have whatever feelings, thoughts, and behaviors and experiences you may be having. Those all come from the belief system within the physical mind. The higher mind will send an energy, but it's always going to get filtered through the belief system of the physical mind. So it's about allowing the belief system to become more in alignment, clearer, more positive, so that the communication from the higher mind can be received more clearly without so much filtering. And when you divest yourself of beliefs that have nothing to do with you, then you will exist more in a state of synchronicity in the now, in the moment, in joy, in creativity, in love, and you will be more aligned and receive and act more accordingly. But if you have certain thoughts that are out of alignment with what you prefer, you can always look back to what you have to believe is true in order to generate those kinds of thoughts, those kinds of feelings, those kinds of behaviors, and the experience that results from it. That's how it works. Starts with belief. That's like the blueprint of the house, and everything stems from that. So if you're having an experience of an emotion that you don't prefer, or a thought or a behavior or an experience, then you can always trace it back to what must I believe in this circumstance is true about myself in order to feel, think, behave, and experience what it is that I am feeling, thinking, behaving, experiencing. That's how it works. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely.
Does that help?
Yes. What about the third part of the question?
Which
what
is?
If the thought could be generated by some outside source?
Well, again, you can receive communication, but you're the one generating the thoughts because, again, everything filters through your belief system. So if you are receiving something from another source, you still have to generate your version of it in order to even perceive it. Do you understand?
Right.
So whatever the thought is that crops up, you can still decide how you feel about it, how you relate to it, and go back to your belief system to see if you might be adding any kind of negative filters to it, or whether you are clear enough to receive an outside communication in a more positive way, and to tell the difference between what does and doesn't work for you. You get to decide what does and doesn't work for you, no matter what you receive. Because it's only an offer. No matter whether it's positive or negative, it's only an offer being sent to you, and you get to decide whether what is being sent, what you're receiving, is true for you or not. And sometimes that's even the point of being given some information from another source, to see what you do with it, to see if you're going to accept something that isn't true for you, or whether or not you will have the discernment to tell the difference.
I understand.
Does that help?
Absolutely.
Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Thank you.
And the last one,
Yes.
Bashar, the messenger.
Yes.
Do you have a message for me?
I just gave you all the messages I need to give you.
Beside that,
I hold nothing back.
okay,
If you open a door, I might receive more information, but the information I give you is the information that's appropriate for me to give you. I don't hold back. So, I will ask you a question if you want a message.
go ahead.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
All right. Simple answer, yes or no. Are you acting on your passion as best you can with no insistence on the outcome every moment of your life? Yes or no?
No.
Thank you. Why not? Then the message for you is to answer the question, why not? What is stopping you? What belief within you, what fear-based belief within you is preventing you from being who you know you truly could be? That's what you need to look at, and that's the message we have.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, Bashar.
And you a good day.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
It is our pleasure and our passion once again.
So, back in January, I was in bed and I was drifting off to sleep.
Yes.
And I woke up and there was an extraterrestrial being
All right.
right to my left.
Yes.
And I freaked out, obviously, but I became
You what?
paralyzed. I freaked out. I got
What do you mean,
nervous.
obviously? That's not so obvious. You
I've
don't
never...
have to be afraid.
True, very true.
I know,
was,
that's
though.
why I said it.
And I became paralyzed.
Yes.
Except for my head, kind of.
That will often happen when you are being transitioned from one dimension to another. Because it's like a freezing action that allows your frequency to be recorrelated to a new reality. So for a moment, you're not really in one or the other reality, and therefore you don't really know how to move. And it feels like paralysis.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I know, that's why I said it.
So it was like 15 seconds of just me freaking out, thinking
Yes.
I'm asleep, but I wasn't. I was awake.
Yes.
And this being projected an image of a baby on my wall.
Yes. Your baby.
I don't know. It was a symbol of a baby, like an outline.
Yes, your baby.
Okay.
Your hybrid child.
Okay, so I would love to know more about that. About
All
my
right,
hybrid.
well, go to sleep again.
It's been hard.
Ask for more information about your participation in the hybridization agenda. Ask. Don't be afraid, and you will receive the information that you need.
Can I ask you about my participation in the...
A little bit.
Okay.
But it's not our job to tell you everything.
Okay.
You need to find out some things on your own. Mm-hmm. So you understand the hybridization agenda as we refer to it?
Yes.
All right. So you understand that you have hybrid children?
Yes.
What else do you need to know?
Are they reaching out to me for any...
Yes.
Okay.
But are you reaching out to them?
I'm not, because I'm afraid of it.
Again, when you understand there's nothing to be afraid of, yes?
Okay.
Then you will ask for more awareness, and it will be given.
So...
You can participate on your own terms, you know. The only reason you're afraid is because you haven't been taught that this is something that's going on. You don't have the tools, in a sense, to understand, at least you didn't, what's happening, but now you do. So the idea is that you get to determine this on your own terms. You can say, all right, well, I would like to experience it this way. Mm-hmm. I would like to know what's happening. Please give me information. Please allow me to interact with my hybrid children in a way that allows me more conscious recognition of what's going on and the participation that I am having with them and what it is I'm teaching them and what it is they need to teach me, and help me remember the idea of why I chose to participate in this. You can ask for these things and they will be given, but you can't be afraid and get them. You have to relax and understand that you chose to participate in this, even though your physical mind may not necessarily think so, but you did.
Okay, so that happened so that I would find out about my hybrid children,
Yes.
the encounter?
Yes, you're letting in a little bit at a time, but then you're stopping the process by being afraid, or as you say, freaking out.
Okay, thank you. And I know that it doesn't matter who it is, but I kind of want to know so that I can deepen my relationship. I've been having...
Usually in those kinds of encounters, not always, but usually it will be another version of you in that reality.
Okay.
So you're just interacting with another version of yourself.
Okay.
So, are you afraid of yourself?
No. Yes.
All right, you can be honest.
Depends when you ask.
All right. So there's something there for you to examine too, because being afraid of yourself will also prevent you from expressing yourself to the fullest you can. Find out why you would be afraid to be yourself. What are you afraid might happen if you are fully yourself? That's usually the way to find out what the negative fear-based belief is. If I truly allowed myself to be who I know I can be, who I prefer to be, what am I afraid might happen, will usually give you the answer as to what the fear-based belief is that then you can work with and let go of. So, what are you afraid of in being yourself? What are you afraid will happen if you open up to this?
Good question.
Thank you. Do you have a good answer?
I don't.
You don't have to right now,
No,
but
I have to think about it.
that's the question.
Yeah,
So, does that help?
it helps a lot.
And?
I just had one more question.
Yes, that's why I said
Right.
and.
About I've been getting messages and guidance in a way that I'm very, since this encounter, in a way that it's very new to me, and it's such as in meditation I'll get some sort of message, or I'm guided in a very new way, which I think is alignment.
Yes.
But I do feel like there is some sort of non-physical being that is reaching out to me from somewhere.
Well, of course, you all have guides.
Right. So is it my guides?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Does that help?
It does. It's just confirmation. That really does help.
All right.
And
anything else?
I wanted to know if you would be able to tell me, like, what star, planet, place I'm connected to.
Well, like most, you are connected to Sirius, and you're connected to Arcturus and the Pleiades and a few others.
Okay, a lot of them.
Yes.
Okay.
Because those connections help you in your life.
Okay.
Yes?
Yes, that helps. Thank you.
Sweet dreams.
Thanks.
Hello, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
I would like to first start off and say thank you for the last 10 years of knowledge and wisdom according to transformation and shifting,
All right.
permission slips, and the higher self.
Again, it is our pleasure to deliver the information, and we thank you for being willing to apply it in your life, which is what makes all the difference.
I'd like to just start by saying if any one of you in your ship who has been knocking things out of my hand in the kitchen, could you please stop?
That's not us.
Okay. I am in position to lead a very large group of people now. I've had a couple of opportunities come my way due to my accomplishments in my industry that I work in.
Which is what?
Rideshare training and coaching.
All right. Is that exciting to you?
To the 100%.
All right.
Could you please give me some direction on how to handle resistance from those haters?
Yes. Ignore them. Because you'll never change the mind of someone who doesn't want their mind to be changed. And the idea is they're not your audience anyway. And it's none of your business what they think of you. Mm-hmm. It really isn't. You do what you do. The people that require it will gravitate to you and will get some benefit from it. Those that choose not to get benefit, that's their business, not yours. Let it go.
As for my next endeavor, I've always, since 17 years old, I felt I was going to be a youth speaker, and I'm in position to go ahead and start that career as well.
All right, if that's exciting for you.
100%.
All right, that's 200% now.
I'm a 200% guy. Sorry about that.
All right.
Could you please, I want to request if someone on your team can show up when I'm at the point of breaking through children who are going through very traumatic experiences at that moment.
Our energy is always available to you. Whether we show up physically or not is not the point. So you can always access the vibrational frequency that you experience from us and use your own version to create the bubble reality that gives the children the best opportunity to match that frequency and make the shift on their own. It's not about us having to appear physically before you. That would actually be beside the point. In fact, sometimes can be contrary to it. There's a lot going on with regard to the idea of what constitutes the appropriate form of open contact with our species and others. Right now, it's all about you generating the appropriate atmosphere and vibrational frequency and bubble reality that gives your people the best opportunity to make shifts within themselves. But again, you can always access our vibration. You're obviously familiar enough with it. So the idea is to simply remember conversations and interactions like this. Remember how we feel vibrationally, and you will recreate that frequency for them yourself, which is the point. Yes?
Yes.
All right.
My last question and statement is I have a 4-year-old and I wish to start training him on higher self without confusing him throughout his upbringing. What is the best direction?
There are several techniques. Number one, create with your imagination a safe space, a simulation, if you will, that allows a child to learn the consequences of their choices in a safe way before they experience the consequences of their choices out in what you call the real world. So if you can create a simulation where they can experience or learn those consequences in a safe way, that will help them. That will train them to make good choices, as you say. Next, allow them to know that they are as powerful already as they need to be to manifest whatever they truly need in life that will fulfill them without having to hurt themselves or anyone else in that process. Number three, anything that you believe is important for them to learn to navigate physical reality on your planet, find a way with your imagination to adapt the lesson to their excitement instead of attempting to adapt their excitement to the lesson. Those three things are very major teaching implements that will help a child grow into a balanced adult, knowing they are self-empowered, knowing how to make positive and constructive choices, knowing they are connected to everyone else, and that anything they do to another, they are doing to themselves as well. Does this help?
Yes, yes. And before I go, I just want to say thank you to you, Daryl and April and the team for doing what you do, because you definitely have changed my life, and I believe I will be an inspiration.
You have changed your life, for which we thank you.
Aveo.
Aveo.